water bells, or atmospheric sprinkling pot, if you want to say that. It's a ceramic vessel with holes in the bottom. You put a little hole in the top. You put your thumb over the hole. You end up with something in water flowers. My daughter wanted me to make one of these, and I said I'd give it a shot. I've never made one before, so you're along with me. It looks like, to me, I think, the other ones that I've seen online, they're like a vase shape with just a flared neck with a hole in the top, and then holes in the bottom, of course. So let's see what we can do. I'll start by centering a ball of clay here, do a little wheel wedging. Boy, do I wheel wedge fast. Look at that. Now when I make the little puck shape, I always leave like a fatter rim on top because it's just easier to pull the clay up that way. Use my little opening tool here. It's made out of PVC. It's pretty easy to make. You can set it for whatever size, whatever density of a base you want. But we'll give it a shot. So, first pull. Goes up. These might be a little thicker than they should be, but like I said, this is the first time I've ever done it. So we'll give it a shot and see what we can make out of it. I don't know how much the top rim has to be. I mean, I'll clean that up later on. Let me get my throwing stick in here and kind of thin that bottom out and spread it out a little bit. I love a throwing stick. Stick. I love it because it makes it's so much easier to get my hands in there, you know. I'm gonna collar that top in a little bit. Let's see. We'll cut the rim off. Bring it in a little tighter. You want to bring his neck in as tight as you can. Because you don't want a big hole. We want a little hole because that way you can regulate how much water is coming out of the vase or water bell. At least that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. See, I want to make that top part flare a little bit. I'll use my little makeup sponge there. It's one of those little makeup egg-shaped sponges. My wife uses them, and I do too, but not for makeup. I'm just too pretty without it. And I got a little stick tool here. Just want to kind of smooth that inner hole there a little bit so it's a little bit easier to catch air. Once again, I want to make sure I get that tight. I'm going to pull the slime off the side. You can use your metal rib here to help shape that bell a little bit better too. I kind of compress it in a little bit. Now we'll turn the bottom up, get some of this heavy stuff off there. I made about 3 or 4 of these, a little bit different shapes. I just wanted to see, like I said, I want to see what works. Get that off the bottom. I'll trim these up a little bit too. Now I like to put a little decoration on it. And what I'm using here is Mason stain and slip. And this is like a turquoise, but it comes out like a little darker blue. And it's kind of a random thing. So just get it, make sure, there it is. And let's see, we'll get the wheel going pretty slow. I'll just do a little figure 8. Boom, 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 boom. That looks good. Kind of looks like reeds when you do it right. I don't know if I did it right, but hey, it looks like reeds. I do one of these in a light pink too. That's a white clay. It's a stoneware clay. I throw stoneware. Because I should probably try some porcelain one of these days, but been throwing stoneware for 20 some years. Might as well keep it. All right, so now we're going to trim it. I got a little bisque chuck here. I can put that in upside down. That's the one with the pink on it. That is a bubble level I put on top of there. My wheel's level, so as the base of the vase is level, and guess what? Everything's level. It's easier to center that way. Some people can tap center. I can. I just don't like doing it. This is just as easy. And take my metal rib and kind of smooth that down. There it is. Now, I put these off, and to keep them so they won't over dry, I put a little piece of plastic on top of them. Just kind of keep them from the necks drying out too fast. They still dried up, but not as bad. And I'm going to start putting some holes in the bottom. I'm just going random with these things. I'm going to start out with 3 here, and then I'll expand that out. I got the compass out. I was going to do some precision measurements, but I figured, nah. I like the serendipity of pottery. And put another hole in here, another hole over here, one more right here, one right here, here, and here, and my stamp. Just so I remember who made it. Now, I put these in my drying cabinet. My drying cabinet is just a wooden cabinet I made with some wire racks in it, and that's a plastic shower curtain that's attached to the top. And I just fold it down over the front of the cabinet, and then the sides are held on with magnets, so it'll let dry things down really slow. Now this is after it's been fired, and there are different patterns on the bottoms, and a little bit there. And I guess what you do is you put these in a bucket of water. You take your bucket of water out with one of these stuck in it. Go out and you put your thumb over the hole, fingers capture underneath the lip, take your thumb off it, and there it goes. It's sprinkling water. Okay? So there's one. Let's see how the blue one does, white and blue. There it goes. I think if I were to do these again, I might make that hole on top a little bit smaller. This one's got some volume to it. Look at that puppy go. It's still going. Ta-da! So those are water bells, and they look like this. So I give it a try. See if you might like to, do something like that. As always, thanks for watching, and go out and get muddy, and please give me a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it.